Assalamualaikum. My name is Ahmed. I'm from the Lecture campus. Today I am going to talk with ChatGPT topic about water. ChatGPT, my first question is what is water?
Great question. So, at its core, water is a simple molecule made up of two hydrogen atoms bonded to one oxygen atom, H2O. But beyond that, it's really fundamental for life, covering about 70% of Earth's surface, playing a key role in biological processes, and shaping weather and climate. What aspect were you thinking about? Chemistry, biology, or something else?
Why is water initial for life?
That's a really fascinating point. Water is often called the elixir of life because every living thing we know of depends on it. It's crucial for cellular processes, helps regulate temperature, transports nutrients, and basically forms the foundation of life as we know it. So without water, life just wouldn't be possible.
Where does the word water come from?
Oh, good one. So the word water in English actually comes from a really old Germanic root. It's related to words like watar in Old English and watar in Proto-Germanic. It's also connected to similar words in other Indo-European languages like eau in French or agua in Spanish. So it's got deep ancestral roots.
How old is the word water?
Yeah, so the word water is incredibly old. Its roots go back at least several thousand years, likely to Proto-Indo-European, which was spoken around 5,000 to 6,000 years ago. So in one form or another, it's been a part of human language for millennia.
Why is water called the source of life?
That's a great metaphor. Water is often called the source of life because it's absolutely essential for all known organisms. Plants need it to grow, animals rely on it to drink, and even our bodies are mostly water. Without it, life as we know it just couldn't exist. So it's kind of like the universal starting point for life on Earth.
How is water formed?
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of humbling when you think about it, how something so simple and universal forms the basis of all life. Makes you appreciate a glass of water a lot more.
Where is most of Earth's water found?
Good follow up. So, moss is a type of small, non vascular plant. It doesn't have flowers or seeds, and it grows in dense green clumps, often in damp, shady areas. Moss is really important ecologically. It helps retain moisture, prevent erosion, and create a mini ecosystem for tiny critters.
Why do humans need water?
That's a key one. Humans need water because every cell, tissue, and organ in our body depends on it. It helps regulate our temperature, carries nutrients, removes waste, and keeps everything functioning. We can survive for weeks without food, but only a few days without water, so it's absolutely vital.
How much of the human body is water?
Yeah, on average, the human body is about 60% water. It can vary a bit depending on age, gender, and body composition, but water makes up a huge part, especially in things like muscles and organs. So staying hydrated is really key.
Why is clean water important?
It's super important because it acts as a medium for all kinds of chemical reactions in our body. It helps transport nutrients, maintain cell structure, cushion joints, and regulate body temperature. Without it, all those processes would just grind to a halt. So it really is foundational for life.
How does water support plants?
Great question. So, water supports life in a lot of ways. It's a solvent, meaning it dissolves nutrients so cells can absorb them. It also keeps organisms cool, like when we sweat, and it helps plants grow by transporting water from roots to leaves. So, basically, it's a life support system in a liquid form.
Why do animals need water?
Animals need water for a lot of the same reasons we do. It's essential for their digestion, circulation, and temperature regulation. Every animal uses water to survive, whether it's for basic hydration, carrying nutrients in their blood, or even regulating their body heat.
What are three states of water?
Exactly. Water naturally exists in three main states: solid, like ice, liquid, like what we drink, and gas, like water vapor or steam. And those states just depend on temperature and pressure. And so water can transition between them really easily.
How does water change state?
That's a great question. Water changes states depending on energy input. When it heats up, it moves from solid to liquid, melting, or liquid to gas, evaporation. And when it cools, it goes the opposite way: gas to liquid, condensation, or liquid to solid, freezing. So temperature and pressure basically drive these changes.
What is the water cycle?
The water cycle is basically nature's recycling system for water. It involves processes like evaporation, where water turns into vapor, condensation, where it forms clouds, precipitation, like rain or snow, and then collection, where it flows back into rivers, lakes, and oceans. It's a continuous loop, keeping water moving through the environment.
What is the what? Why does it rain?
So it rains because of condensation in the atmosphere. When warm water evaporates from the Earth's surface, like from oceans, lakes, or soil, it rises and cools. Once it cools enough, the water vapor condenses into droplets, forming clouds, and eventually those droplets fall as rain. So it's all about temperature and moisture.
Why does it rain? How does water shape the earth?
So water shapes the earth in all sorts of ways. Over time, it erodes rocks, forms valleys, carves out canyons, and even shapes coastlines. Rivers carry sediment, lakes collect water, and glaciers shape mountains. Basically, water is a powerful force in sculpting the planet's surface.
Why is fresh water limited?
Yeah, that's a really important issue. Freshwater is limited because only a small fraction of all the water on Earth is actually drinkable. Most is in oceans, which is saltwater. Plus, what is freshwater is often locked up in glaciers, underground, or is unevenly distributed. So, managing and conserving it is super crucial.
How do people conserve water?
Yeah, people conserve water in lots of ways, like fixing leaks, using water efficient appliances, reducing outdoor water use, and even just being mindful, like turning off the tap while brushing teeth. Communities also work on big scale solutions like rainwater harvesting, protecting wetlands, and improving irrigation systems. Every little bit helps.
Why is water pollution harmful?
Yeah, water pollution is really harmful because it contaminates drinking water, harms aquatic life, and can even affect the food chain. Pollutants like chemicals, plastics, or bacteria can cause diseases, disrupt ecosystems, and make habitats unlivable. So, keeping water clean is really a health and environmental priority.
How can we keep water clean?
Yeah, so keeping water clean involves a mix of things like reducing plastic waste, treating wastewater properly before it's released, avoiding toxic chemicals, and supporting policies that protect water sources. Plus, educating others about conserving and not polluting can go a long way.
What role does water play in farming?
Water is absolutely essential in farming. It's used for irrigating crops, maintaining soil health, and ensuring plants grow properly. Without a steady supply of water, yields drop and crops can fail. So, efficient water use in agriculture is really key for food security.
Why is water important in industries?
Yeah, water is crucial in industry too. It's used for cooling machinery, processing materials, cleaning, and even as a raw material in some products. Without it, many manufacturing processes just wouldn't run efficiently or safely. So it's a backbone of industrial production.
How is water used at home?
Water is really great at dissolving substances, which means it can transport nutrients, minerals, and even chemicals. This ability to dissolve things and flow through ecosystems means it shapes the environment and supports life, and even influences weather patterns. So, in short, water is a universal solvent. It's pretty amazing.
Why do different languages have different words of water?
That's a really interesting part of how languages evolve. Different cultures develops their own words for water because language grows out of a community's unique environment and experiences. So while the substance is universal, the words reflect each language's history and roots. It's a cool example of human diversity.
How has the word water and
Yeah,
evolved?
exactly. Even something as universal as water can reflect so much diversity in how we communicate. So it's a little reminder that even everyday words carry a lot of history and culture with them.
Thank you so much for watching. Allah Hafiz.